Yes, yes, CFD squad, and welcome back to Stat Wars, the league. Does it really have the same ring, does it? You know what, I think this is one...
syllables.
No, this is one of the most underrated derbies on Stat Wars. I
It
feel
is,
like
quite a
it's
prominent one.
a little bit like Liverpool versus Newcastle in the early 2000s, you know, when every game was like a 3-3 or a 5-4.
Classic, yeah. Going for top 4, but we're going for quite higher prizes, aren't
Better
we?
than that. Bigger and better, baby. Because you tend to do me in the cup competitions.
I do, yeah.
You're good over two legs.
An Ancelotti.
You're like a, like a Jurgen Klopp side. Good over two legs. Like a Jurgen Klopp side. 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 And I'm geared up for the season.
Yeah, that is what happens.
Pep styley. So something's got to give.
Pep versus Klopp. I like that. Yeah.
You know, I mean, oversold ourselves somewhat, but Pep versus Klopp, let's do it.
Oh, look, still a hologram. One day I'm going to be a real boy. But before that, we've got a question from I Am Pathan. And it comes from our Reddit. So go subscribe to that. And, you know, go wild. And then after that, you would have gone wild. People who go on Reddit know. Filth. Which nation did Asmir Begovic represent at youth level? Hint, not the nation he plays for now. Ooh.
I've forgotten who Begovic actually plays for, but I'm assuming it's kind of southeastern Europe, either Bosnia, Herzegovina, or Serbia.
Yeah, you're looking
one
at
of one of the two. So that would suggest that he might have played for one of them. Do you know that obviously Serbia and Montenegro were a nation before 2007, I believe, or they were a footballing nation before 2007. I'm going to say, because I haven't got a better idea, but considering that would probably have, you know, tied in with him being a youth player, I'm going to say Serbia and Montenegro. Oh. Canada. Oh.
Well, not even close. Wrong hemisphere.
Clearly did not know Asmir Begovic is growing up. He must have grown up in Canada then, I'm assuming.
Blame Canada. Wasn't he a bit of an ice hockey player in his time as well? Had that in his game, had that in his locker, didn't he?
Yeah.
Puck,
Oh,
you know.
that would, yeah.
Puck.
Oh, you know, obscure question that. I would never have got that, so.
Oh, more like Michael Muck. Wrong. Muck. The national noise for being wrong. Arnie won. Just laughed at my own rubbish joke. Which player in the top 5 leagues has scored the most goals but has no assists?
I'm just thinking of thoroughbred strikers in the top 5. It can't be the creme de la creme. Harry Kane always gets a very limited amount of assists.
It's true, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
He's been dropping deeper this season, hasn't he? Been a little bit more of a link-up play merchant. Who just plays as a lone front man or an out-and-out striker? If you play in a 2 or in a 3, it's impossible not to have an assist at this point. Who's the top goal scorer in Italy at the moment? Immobile, Piontek. Oh, has Piontek got an assist? Piontek.
Yeah, Piontek.
Yes.
No
Yes!
way!
Come on!
Off. I thought, oh no. I was looking at the Serie A top scorers earlier. I was sure Piontek had an assist.
Yeah, Piontek.
1-0 to Chris, but it's not even half time. It's an early stage in the game, and I don't know his record about going in front and then, you know, still losing. I don't know. We don't have those sort of stats. If someone wants to find those stats, then get alive, because that's Jesus. When Rosalm. Name one of the 2 players to have played under both Zidane and Guardiola.
One of the 2 to have played under both Zidane and
Should have to name
Guardiola.
both, surely.
I mean, it depends whether Brahim Diaz has played for Real Madrid yet.
He's only played 1 game, right?
I thought Zidane had played a couple. Maybe not, maybe not. I might steer clear of Brahim Diaz for now, because that might be a bit of a trick. Because Toni Kroos went to Real Madrid, I believe, in 2013, just before Guardiola came in. So that's out of the question. Xabi Alonso, I believe, moved to Bayern Munich around that time as well. So that's tough. That's tough.
Nah, 1 is hard enough. On reflection,
Yeah.
fair play.
It's just like, who moves from Barcelona to Real Madrid this day and age? No one
Yeah.
really does it. This is the thing. They have to have played for Real Madrid, basically. There's not really either Real Madrid or Real Madrid B.
I think
That's
it
the only way.
I think it might be a Castilla thing.
I think I'm just going to have to go, I don't have any better guess. So depending on how the question's been worded and what it actually means, I'm not really sure. But by my logic, Brahim Diaz has played under both managers, or at least has been managed by them both. So Brahim Diaz. Oh! So the question was worded in a weird way. Toni Kroos did play under Guardiola at
nightmare.
Bayern Munich.
Danilo.
When? 2014. Did he go to Real Madrid in 2014?
Danilo.
I didn't realise. I thought he'd gone in 2013. Danilo should have got
Danilo is such an innocuous answer. I don't even remember he plays for City half the time. That was a tough one, mate. That was a bloody tough one.
Michael once again. Christopher Zayed Ganina. Name the team to appear in the most FA Cup finals, but have never won the FA Cup. Embarrassing.
Cup knowledge isn't great.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe an Everton or a West Ham. You know, someone with a decent pedigree in the cups, but
Never quite got over the line.
yes, never
Perennial bottlers.
won it. If West Ham ever won an FA Cup, surely the days of
Bobby
Moore. I don't have an answer for this. I don't have a good answer. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go West Ham, mate.
Not a bad shout. I would have maybe said Stoke, I don't know, or Palace. Leicester.
Well,
Topical, because it's where you're from.
yeah, Worthington Cup finals galore, but FA Cup finals. Well, next question. Thanks.
McCubbin, you need to Michael McStay in this round. Just get it right, okay. That was terrible. Pialox. What is the capacity of Bournemouth Stadium? Dean Court / the Vitality Stadium. You can get within 1,000 of the answer. It's generous, isn't it?
Within 1,000? Wow.
No.
I mean, I don't even know. To be fair, I don't even know, though. I don't actually know what their stadium capacity is. This is the kind of knowledge that I would have had when I was about 12.
Within
but
1,000? No, come on, that's generous.
It is generous. I know it's small, but is it as small as like 12,000? I don't know. I'm just going to say something like, I'm going to take a bit of a stab and say 18,000.
Oh, too much.
Too much. How much is it? For fuck's sake. I didn't think it was that small. 12,000 is ridiculously
Tiny.
small for a Premier League ground. That's
is.
ludicrously small. That's crazy, isn't it?
Small time down there. The train station at outside of Bournemouth's ground, one of the most horrifying places I've ever been.
Yeah.
I got there and there was, someone trying to take the wheels off of a pram.
Really?
Off an abandoned pram. And I just thought, May's Britain. This is what,
This is what happens.
she's got a lot to answer for. On to round 2 then. Will the clock decide the game?
Maybe.
Confident?
I'm quite confident, yeah, I'm quietly confident.
Always a mixed
Quietly
bag for me.
confident.
Hot potato.
Yeah.
Mixed potato bag.
Nature of the game.
What's your
Not
favourite
about that
potato,
Bournemouth
though?
question.
So,
My favourite potato, what, like in terms of the form of it? Right.
Oh, well done, Christopher. But now we move on to Garma. Shout out to all the Bengalis out there. Jup 10 sent this one in once again from Reddit. Name all the World Cup winning captains.
Cruyff. Oh, not Cruyff. Never won the World Cup. Good start. Cafu.
Dunga.
Beckenbauer.
Puyol. No. What's his name? Ramos. No. Casillas.
Philip Lahm.
Ballack. No. Cannavaro.
Maradona.
Bobby Moore.
Carlos Alberto.
Nice. Lothar Matthäus.
Sepp Maier. Zidane. Henri. Who's captain at France side? Oh, Deschamps.
That was the one I had.
Yes! Good battle, that! Come on!
Lloris.
Hugo.
Got Lloris,
Jesus,
man.
I wasn't even
Should've thought
thinking
about
the latest
Yeah,
World
I
Cup.
should have thought about that.
It might be the first time I've done you on a World Cup question,
Yeah,
because your World
probably.
Cup knowledge is pretty watertight.
Who would have?
Dino
Dino's
Zoff,
off, mate. Yeah, Dino's off would have been good.
Dino Zoff's probably the only one I would have, knew out of that. I'm not. I'm
Zoff
just
or
worried I
Lloris,
didn't
yeah, that would have been it. But I wouldn't have even guessed him. Fair play, man. That was pretty good actually, wasn't it?
McCubbin, you need this to stay in the game, to stay in the spaceship. Don't go outside of the spaceship, because science tells us that you will die almost immediately. Danny Cox has sent in the question which determines your death. Name every team's top scorer for the 2017-18 season in the Premier League. Brackets, some teams may have joint top scorers.
Romelu Lukaku.
Harry Kane.
Sergio Aguero.
Eden Hazard.
Mo Salah.
Jamie Vardy.
Callum Wilson.
Iosi Perez.
Glenn Murray.
Gylfi Sigurdsson. God, who was at Everton? Burnley. Chris Wood.
Oh.
Zaha.
Oh. Zaha. Who was Palace's Milivojevic? Was it? Sake.
That was tough. Tougher than the question would suggest. The atmosphere here, so tense that I can't even speak.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got many of them. I forgot West Ham existed as a club, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what are the London clubs? So I was like, I've done all the London clubs. Arsenal and West Ham clearly didn't figure in my imagination.
Fair few midfielders on there as well.
Yeah, Milivojevic, man, he just scored like 10 penalties, didn't he?
And you think, Decore being top goal scorer for Watford. Like, Dini, what happened that season?
We now move on to round 3, which is of course Who Am I, but thankfully I'm not McCubbin because his fate has been sealed. He will be deceased after this round. But until then, why not play Who Am I until you leave this world? Well, not world because we're in space, so just leave. Jacob has asked, for 3 points I've played with Gervinho, Robbie Keane and Scott Carson.
I'm just trying to remember Scott Carson's career, to be honest.
Yeah, I've discounted him. Although he supposedly was brilliant, in the Championship last season, best goalkeeper. Renaissance, Scott Carson Renaissance. He's got like 3 teeth left, hasn't he? Dismissing Scott Carson, I'm going to... Gervinho and Robbie Keane, what links them? Tottenham, Arsenal, Roma. I mean, when you're trying to partner up, someone who Gervinho might have played with, but then they left for one of Robbie Keane's teams, I suppose that's why you need Scott Carson. When has Scott Carson been?
Don't know. Comes up with it in these kind of things sometimes. Yossi Benayoun.
Yes. Pass.
For 2 points, I've won 7 FA Cups.
Ashley Cole.
Oh,
Ding,
man.
ding, ding. I think he's pretty much the only person to have won 7 FA Cups.
Yeah, I thought Ashley Cole,
So it must have been, LA Galaxy with Robbie Keane?
near enough straight
Or
away, but Scott Carson, England.
Scott Carson, England.
Jesus.
That's such an obscure
Always
thing.
forgetting about international level. Idiot.
Oh, Gervinho, yeah. To be fair, I just thought Gervinho, Arsenal. Ashley Cole obviously didn't cross over, but...
So annoying, before you click there, I was like, oh, okay, I've got Cole in the bank, but I need to double check.
Yeah.
Question 2. It's not Gamlu. I just wanted to say Gamlu because it rhymed. Jasper Eschken has asked, for 3 points I've played with Alexis Sanchez, Thiago, Cristiano Ronaldo and Ashley Cole.
Alexis Sanchez and Thiago Alcantara. What on earth links them? Ashley Cole at Chelsea.
Well, Barcelona links them, doesn't it?
Ronaldo. Ashley Cole being at Ronaldo, wow. I got bitten. I'm scared of getting dengue fever now. Is it dengue fever?
Let me just... Zlatan Ibrahimovic, why not?
For 2 points I've won Serie A and the Bundesliga, but don't play in Europe anymore.
I keep thinking Zlatan's one of the people now that you've said that, and I was like, okay, so you might have won Serie A with Zlatan. I'm way off track here, I'm way off piste.
Then where would he have played? Yeah.
Arturo Vidal.
Shout, not bad shout at all.
When will you play with Ashley Cole? It's the thing, when you're just happy to get an answer, you're not in a good place.
Oh, I don't know. Luca Toni.
Good answer though, we love a bit of Luca Toni on Stat
You've
Wars.
got to get him in there, haven't you?
Finally, for 1 point, come on, McCubbin, you need some round difference here. It's the league, it's not the champions that I forgot earlier, so it turns out you're not going to die. For 1 point, I'm the captain of the Moroccan national team.
Oh, Benatia.
Mehdi. Didn't know that.
No. Where's he? Has he gone to China or
He's
something?
gone to Saudi Arabia or Al Jazeera, not Al Jazeera, they're a channel.
No, but there is also a club called Al Jazeera, isn't it?
So I've got to get this next one to draw, and if I don't, then we can actually end this episode, which we've all wanted to do for the last 15 minutes. So, cool.
Me and Dodgy are super silly boys and forgot to record the last question. For 3 points I have played with Wesley Sneijder, Raul and Kevin Prince Bolting.
If it's Raul at Schalke, then fuck me.
Yeah, done. Absolutely Romeo, done. Well,
Don't know, Lassana Diarra.
oh, I just put that out of misery. Cambiasso or Walter Samuel.
Oh, that's not a bad shout. Very good shout.
Both been at Real, both been at Inter. Cambiasso. Oh, well.
I
The
wouldn't have got
hunter.
that. Yeah. Oh, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah.
And
'cause
you
that's
know,
it, yeah.
you've hunted, you've foraged some points.
I
mate.
have. I do.
So-
I think every time I've lost, I've always won. Who am I in the end? Well, every time I've lost in the first 2 rounds, I've ended up winning. Who am I? 'Cause
Committed all my energy to the first 2
Yeah.
rounds,
That's what matters,
and
isn't
you
it?
know, snuck in there at the end.
Oh well,
Took
only lost by
advantage of
1.
my vulnerable state. That's it.
Yes.
That was the league for another week. But the champions, you know, if you've watched that, if you've not watched that even, go back and do so.
Will Brazier versus Dave Jackson, I believe, this week.
Is it?
Big old clash.
I don't even know what day it is at the moment. Yeah, like, subscribe, go and watch non-league vlogs on FDFC.
Do it.
All that good pouring out of football daily at the moment. Hemorrhaging. All that good stuff. So, all
See
for
you later.
outro. Bye.